Hey everyone, welcome back to the YouTube Can Be Great channel. I am your host, Trisha. So, I wanted to come on today and talk about the new normal and what the new normal means. I don't know. I don't have the answer. I'm not a doctor. I am not a psychologist. Disclaimer. I am just normal in my own greatness. And in greatness doesn't mean it's always going to be great. Facts? All right. And if you agree, like, share, and subscribe. So, the new normal. So many things are being destroyed. It's so important that we hold on to our greatness. Relationships are being destroyed. Trust is an issue. Nobody trusts anybody. You can't sneeze. You can't cough. You better walk like you feel well, because if you even walk wrong these days, you might be classified as something other than great. So greatness has to be commanded. And so in the new normal, I just, and I don't want to be long. In the new normal, I just want to share that there's an opportunity to be great during and through anything. And on this channel, as we grow together, because I'm new to this, I hope that we can explore greatness together, whether it be a hard wave to ride, until we figure it out. Because the new normal, we're doing things that we have never done before. We're wearing masks, some of us. We're using hand sanitizer a lot. We're changing things environmentally. We are social distancing. We are disconnected from people that we love, people that we care about. And relationships are being destroyed across the world. In this channel, I will talk about, so that you know what to expect in the upcoming days, weeks, and months. And I have my little cheat sheet right here with me, of some notes that I've been writing, that I know that someone out there feels the same way, that these discussions need to happen. Be very clear about the YouTube Can Be Great channel. I will have a series about faith and how I deal with my faith. And the series is called, looking on the cheat sheet, The Spirit is Real. And so that's one part. I wanted to give a disclaimer on that. And I think I am going to give a disclaimer on that, because I think this is important. Because when you talk about spiritual and faith, spirituality and faith, people kind of think open. So I just want to give a quick disclaimer. If you practice voodoo, if you're a witch, whatever you do, ritually, potions and things like that, this is not that type of channel or video. So I'm clear on that, because I'm serious about that. So I don't want anyone to be spooked, and I don't want to be misunderstood. Not that I'm being judged, but we won't have those type of conversations on this channel. All right? Cuisine. Okay. In this new normal, some of us have never cooked. And then some of us are great cooks and are coming up with so many different recipes, trying different things, getting our health level. I mean, we're standing up for our health. And I've seen a lot of people, and I'm proud of everybody. I'm like, yes, that is greatness. There is also a series I have that is going to be called The Branches of Life. And in The Branches of Life, the new normal is an example. We'll talk about news, media, life's perspective, things that come up that may be around us, and maybe have just a chat on it, where we may find greatness and then we may not. We may find a issue or a concern or how something affects us behind something in the media or something in social media. Something that doesn't promote greatness, but we're going to figure it out together how we can extract it from that. And then there are going to be some parts of it we're going to have to accept what it is and make responsibilities for ourselves. I'm sorry. I meant we're going to have to take responsibilities for ourselves and what roles and what actions that we give to certain negative issues and concerns that could possibly hide our greatness. Nobody wants to hide their greatness. Some of us do. But I think it's time that we figure it out together. So, the branches of life. Big subject, whole lot of content, but we're going to take it one piece of greatness at a time. I am learning to sew. So we'll have a sewing series. Maybe some of my favorite things. That's a series. I'll do some unboxings of things that I think are great, that were great for me. And if they weren't great, I'll be sure to share that also. I am not sponsored by anyone. So if you see a product or anything like that, it's not because somebody's paying me to talk about it. I think we need different opinions, and I know that the internet is flooded with different videos, but I know when I look for products, I look for different perspectives on what different people are saying. I don't just go to one thing. So I'm just going to offer an additional perspective and hopefully that it will be helpful to you. A hobby I have, and I'm hoping to grow a community on this: gardening. Anything gardening, I'm willing to show you what I've done, show you what my husband and I are into, what worked, what didn't work, and some great things that really did work for us in a very hard climate. People think that they cannot grow anything. Just grow. That's all I'll say. Just grow. Understand your climate. Do your research. If you don't have sun, shady vegetables, shady flowers, shady grass. If it's partial, then you're looking for partial. Always do your research. But I'll share some tips and things that worked and did not work for me. Now, I'm not an expert in any of these topics, but I've been doing pretty good on the gardening. So stay tuned for that. Preparation. Living in these COVID times and the deaths that have come behind COVID, the deaths that have come behind law enforcement interactions in communities. Preparation is just important. And if you are not preparing to have a great mind when preparing, then your outcomes may be different. So in preparation, and this is going to be fun, we'll talk about growing, preparing food, storing food, how to store food, how long you can store food. I'm learning that, how long you can store food just now. I haven't canned anything in over maybe 10 years. So, if you're looking for a professional, when we do the canning videos, I'll tell you people that I've watched on YouTube or blogs that I've watched that have caught my eye, caught my attention, and I took a chunk out of it, added my spin on it, and voila, I had canned food, or I had a dish or a recipe, things to tweak, things that I've tweaked in different recipes and things like that, so that food can, one, store longer, or if we have to have food to be stored, how are we going to prepare it? So, things you probably don't eat. Some things that you can store, you'll never believe. You didn't eat them since you were a kid. But if it's a hard time, you don't have any food, would you eat it? You would say, like, I know some people don't like beans. And they would say, my mama made me eat beans all my life. I don't want no beans. Beans, shelf life is extremely long. If you don't have anything, let's talk about preparing of how we're going to cook some good beans to our liking so that we can chew them and digest them. But I guarantee you, if you were hungry, if you had nothing else, those beans would be good for you. Fiber too. Okay. So, preparation, empowerment. Oh, this is very important, and I'm going to look down for this. Meditation. Meditation and prayer to me is very important. Meditation and music is very important. And it does tie, I do tie it a lot into my faith. I also tie in my mental thoughts in my meditation. How can I get great if my thought process is not so great? And we all have that. So that's honest. And I'll be as honest as I can. Hopefully you'll be great with me and help us all come together and getting something great out of meditation and thought process. You know, we got to stop carrying the baggage of others and take the responsibility to dig for our own greatness and take responsibility for our roles in other people's greatness also. We want to be great, right? And also in empowerment, and it may be called something else later down the line. I think that as people of color, there are some great people that we don't get to explore. So I know people that are doing entrepreneurial things that I believe are great, and I think they need to be shared. I think that if they are shared, they could inspire someone else to be great. I have quite a few friends that are their own entrepreneurs or have an entrepreneur skill and don't act like an entrepreneur, but they got skill. I like for them to come and share. There are also parts of the community that goes on across the world that is very dear to my heart. And, you know, poverty and living below the poverty level is one, and how people cope. You can learn your best preparation skills. I don't care if you're a nurse. I don't care if you're a doctor. Our people that live below the poverty level do have some survival skills, and they go unnoticed. So I think it's important to talk about community also, and where we can find greatness and learn greatness, where we can find greatness within them, and that we can learn greatness from them. Because greatness lives everywhere if you command it. So remember to like, share, and subscribe. I'm not sure if this was boring, but I'm very excited. And I wanted to say before we go, I'll give you a sneak peek. I'm very excited. I have to show one of my great gardening outcomes. And it's very simple. Lettuce. Simple lettuce. Grows really fast. Looks really good. Know that greatness is commanded and seeded if you plant it. So, with that being said, again, I'm very excited for the upcoming series that we have. I thought that you should know that the new normal is okay to discuss together if we plant it, the seed, and grow it. Bye for now. And thank you so much.